All right, man, we back. Real talk with CJ. Don't forget, um, I ran Goodfellas Sports TV. No update. I did get in touch with somebody to help me start the process. Hopefully, YouTube responds and we can get the process fully going. So I'll let you know, guys. But appreciate everybody that reported the page and got it took down where the dude couldn't profit. He started to change things, but he couldn't profit off of it regardless. And if you want to continue to help, go to my Motor City Sports Talk page on your PC and flag that channel for impersonation and click all those Fox Sports videos, Fox News videos they put up on there. And I do appreciate it. But hey, let's talk this real boxing stuff, man. We're not going to stop. They're not going to stop our grind. Just got to move a little bit smarter. This one's all on me. A phishing email got me. I should have been smarter than that. I have been ignoring them for the last week or two. But hey, that is what it is. Let's move on. And okay, something was brought to my attention. One of my boys hit me up with the purses for last night's fight when Robert Helenius KO Adam Kownacki. Okay, Helenius made $30,000 last night. Kownacki made $150,000. All right, that's the max he could have made last night. Let's say he made the max. That, Adam Kownacki was told to turn down the Anthony Joshua fight, and I'll get there. And he also was promised a title fight with Deontay Wilder, and I'll get there as well. But the Barclays Centers really wasn't packed out. I did like the schematics of having an all-heavyweight televised card. I think we need more of that. I think we need that type of card for the Wilder Fury 2 fight that went on in February. We needed that. That's what that card should have been, all heavyweight type of fight. And to let you know how crazy boxing is, Helenius was KO'd by Gerald Washington. Kownacki KO'd Gerald Washington. Charles Martin KO'd Gerald Washington. And Kownacki beat, I think, Washington, and he beat Charles Martin. But like I said, the heavyweight division is a different animal. One punch can change it around. Anytime you guys say, oh, Fury can't punch, Helenius' record said he can't punch. Remember, these are guys that walk around above 200 pounds. And these are guys that spar with heavyweights and take that abuse 24/7, 365 damn near. So at any given time, when you a guy like Adam Kownacki and you rely on your chin 24/7, 365, you don't move your head and you don't roll punches, you just take them on the chin. At any given moment, you can get clipped, especially when your body ain't in shape. The best shape you can be, you carrying around, I say he was carrying around 20, 30 extra pounds on his frame, and it came back to bite him in the hindsight. But to move on to kind of talk about the financials, I mean, to make $150,000 and turn down possibly, would Andy Ruiz get $7 million, $5 to $7 million for Anthony Joshua? That's bad business. Okay? That's really, really bad business. People talk about the good Al Haymon do, and he does do a lot of good. You never know. He could have paid Adam Kownacki money not to take that fight. And that's how Al rock. He paid Peter Quillen some money to drop his WBO belt. So he could have paid Kownacki some money under the table not to take the fight. Okay, the difference with the Luis Ortiz situation was Luis Ortiz promotional company mishandled it. That's the difference. They mishandled the negotiations, and it was told to me that Al Haymon didn't even know it was going on. So on Luis Ortiz's team part, his team dropped the ball, not including Al Haymon. But on Kownacki's part, Al Haymon, told him not to take the fight. Now they probably was thinking about the fight like I was, and I didn't watch until they told me AJ got knocked down, and they probably was thinking about it like, you know what, we're not gonna win on the cards. They're not gonna get AJ out or nothing like that. So, we just gonna protect you and save you for Deontay Wilder. Well, he didn't take the fight. Andy Ruiz came up on $20 million. Now, could have Adam Kownacki done to Andy Ruiz, can Kownacki done to AJ what Andy Ruiz done? Maybe, maybe not. We really don't know. But in his mind, he passed up on a $5 to $7 million payday. In his mind, he passed up on $20 million. Because, Ruiz got 7, and then I think he got 13 for the rematch. So worst case scenario, he passed up in his mind, and most guys go, worst case scenario, I passed up $20 million. And does he have any ill will towards Al Haymon? Well, he can't really say nothing. It's a non-disclosure agreement, probably, where you can't talk bad about Al Haymon and his workings. But Al Haymon has shown that he does keep his word and he take care of his fighters. Antonio Tarver had some issues in Vegas at a casino a few years ago, and Al Haymon bailed him out because he financially didn't have it. And he put him back on TV for a second until Spike turned to Paramount Television Network. So, Al Haymon does take care of his guys, but for you to at least lose $5 to $7 million and then turn around and get knocked out by Rob Helenius, it's just ludicrous. Now, these things happen in boxing. I mean, all divisions, it can happen. In the heavyweight division, it's amplified. And when I say it's amplified in the heavyweight division, I mean it's amplified. Because these dudes are bigger, so therefore a home run punch coming from a bigger man can come at any given moment, especially when you don't keep yourself in shape like Adam Kownacki should. Now, can Kownacki come back from this? Absolutely. But Kownacki showed that he can be hurt, he can be dropped, and can Kownacki learn to move his head and roll shots and show defense? I think not. So when you already been knocked out, in the back of your mind, it can happen. In the front of your opponent's mind, you could be giving it to him, but he knows it can be done. It's not impossible. He's a machine. He's not a machine. He's bleeding, Rock. See? So Kownacki, doesn't have that invincibility. But to get to it, he was promised a Deontay Wilder fight if he passed up an AJ fight. Same thing happened with your Dennis Hughes. He was promised a title fight if he didn't cross the street and fight Alexander Boots Putin for the regular WBA title, from what I told. But it didn't really matter because Boots Putin ended up popping hot. We don't know what's going on with that situation. Did they sweep it under the rug? Did they get it resolved? Was it just a bad A sample and the B sample came back clean? We don't really have clarity on that situation, but you just didn't fall and got the bag. So Al Haymon is making promises, but what's going on is a lot of these dudes are losing tune-ups now. Instead of making the big fights and the best fights on their side of the street, they are now, losing tune-ups. Now, why are they losing tune-ups? Is the tune-ups just proving that these guys are hype jobs? That can be one of the situations that can be high priority on the list. Or these guys are not challenging themselves, so they not staying in shape because PBC don't tell them when to fight until like 8 or 10 weeks out, if you're lucky, 10 weeks out. And these dudes are just, not training year round and the inactivity is killing them. Could be. Or, maybe these dudes not that good to begin with. But Al Haymon making promises and the fighters are not holding up their end of the bargain. Now they losing to, Rosario's and Helenius and stuff of that situation. And then on the other side of Kownacki, Deontay Wilder lost. So he would have had to hope Wilder can come back and beat Tyson Fury. And for that to happen, Wilder got to bring somebody from the outside, a couple people from the outside on the inside to help him get better technically and to clean some things up that he does wrong. But let's just look at the heavyweights that have lost from Premier Boxing Champions. I mean, Charles Martin already lost to AJ. Remember, they could have ran that IBF belt from Charles Martin over Deontay Wilder. He could have been unified champion. They gave it to AJ. They made AJ a champion for the first time in his career. Luis Ortiz has lost to Deontay Wilder twice. So that's happened. Deontay Wilder has lost. Gerald Washington has lost. Like I said, Charles Martin lost. So now Adam Kownacki lost. So all the heavyweights have pretty much lost. Andy Ruiz lost to Anthony Joshua. So they went from title town, at least they had one title and a lot of good contenders, and guys high up ranking in sanctionable bodies like Kownacki was high in the IBF, to now really not having nothing. If Wilder come back and win this title, then that's the biggest comeback. Or if it's true that Tyson Fury popped hot, then that can be a big come up. If not, and when Wilder don't get his title back, or he don't beat Fury or whatever, don't get his title back, then really Al Haymon has lost complete control of the heavyweight division, and Bob Arum pretty much outsmarted him, and he can cross his finger and hope Pulev can get the title off AJ, or he got Tyson Fury still doing the thing, and then he got everybody up under Tyson Fury. I mean, from Oscar Rivas to, who else? He still got Brian Jennings. He still co-promotes Joseph Parker, I believe. You keep Jarrell Big Baby Miller. So he continues to have, whole bunch of heavyweights. He see the money in the division. So Bob Arum, if, they can get that belt from AJ, controls the division right now. And really, Al Haymon is at the mercy of Bob and Eddie Hearn right now if Deontay Wilder don't come back. So please believe me, Al is going to do everything in his power, because everything rides on Deontay Wilder. If Wilder don't come back and get that title, PBC in a load of trouble, because they froze out Terrence Crawford in Top Rank at welterweight. Now in the heavyweight division, they did all this time and putting Wilder on free TV, putting a ton of money behind him, and all of a sudden you lose all of that, and Bob Arum absorbed that with Tyson Fury. It's a problem. So what Al Haymon did was freeze, Top Rank out of the welterweight division. Now Bob Arum got him by the ball sack at multiple divisions. Said you want to say 140 gonna be be Bob's with Teofimo. Anuiwa got 118 on lock. 130, that's Bob's division for the most part. Burchett, in Herring. In Frampton, Oscar Valdez, 140 pound, that's his division. With with Ramirez and Taylor, and then Teofimo Lopez lose or draw or win versus Lomachenko, he go to 40, he still may be the man. No, 54, Al still got it on lock. But most of the divisions, 175, that's Bob. So Bob Arum has done a good job of covering the board like bingo to try to box Al Haymon out. And if Al don't want to make Crawford and Spence or some of the other fights, then Bob ain't got to let his heavyweights in if Deontay Wilder don't get it. So it's crazy. It's real crazy that Kownacki was promised some things and he didn't hold up his end of the bargain. Now, he made $150,000 last night, but after paying everybody, that's not a lot of money. And looking at the Barclays Center, it did fill up more than I thought after looking at it. But how much back-end money could he have got? Seriously, how much back-end money could he have got? After that fight, it wasn't a big fight in Brooklyn. So really, PBC, in the prospect department, they got a lot of contenders now. I mean, Wilder, Kownacki, Ruiz, so they could put themselves, in a position to be the mandatory. But we know it's a lot of politics with being the mandatory. But the only prospect they really got is Frank Sanchez and FN Jabwe. And do you believe they are next up? You never know. So Al Haymon got to prepare himself, to actually do work or do business with Bob Arum. Because Bob is boxing them out everywhere he looking, other than the welterweight division and the junior middleweight division. But for Adam Kownacki, I think it's pretty a sad situation. But to be told to turn down, $5 to $7 million payday, they could have turned into a $20 million payday, and watch Andy Ruiz reap the fruits of that labor that you should have got. And you not even get a shot at Wilder. And if you got a shot at Wilder, you had a better chance of probably beating AJ than Wilder. Especially not seeing your chin isn't invincible. And, you look at his resume and say, what puncher has he really fought? Charles Martin, you know what I'm saying? Chris Arreola, he ain't what he used to be. You know what I'm saying? So what puncher have you really fought? So, he finally fought. I mean, I wouldn't call Helenius a big puncher, not from what I've seen in history, but he's a big guy. So if he would have got touched by Wilder, he probably would have went to sleep off the first contact. But Al making promises, and you got to keep your up end of the bargain up, and got to hope that the other side keep their bargain up. And really, for Adam Kownacki, it was his promises already lost unless Wilder win in July or when they rematch. That's the fact. His promise is really lost now. He lost to Helenius. Now, will Helenius have to give him a rematch is the question. And if I'm Helenius, I ain't giving him no rematch. I'm 36 years old. I'm trying to get to a title eliminator, title shot. I'm trying to get my M's up, touching M's like Danny Jacobs. and then I'm trying to move up and move out. But hey, let me know what you guys think. I'll link the article proving the purchase to be factual in the description of the article link. Want to make a donation, information to Twitter, want to join our Facebook group, that information is in the description. I'm in the description, Twitter, Facebook. All my pages are in the description. They ain't changed. It's still Goodfellas Sports TV. Only thing changes the YouTube channel. But I appreciate the love and support. Real Talk with CJ. Share the videos and let the word be known.